Hi guys, Deluded Gooner here. Arsenal 3, Stoke 1, top of the league. What can I say? Going into the game for Stoke, they're ninth, they win, they finish at they move up the table. It's a chance to end a bad hoodoo. They haven't won at the Emirates since they've been promoted. They've got a number of injury problems. It was touch and go right to the start for Shaqiri, for Arnautovic, for Martin Inzi. And Jeff Cameron missed out, and we all know they have Butland missing, and key players like Butland missing. On our regard, we welcome back Bellerin to the bench. Sadly, Ramsey was in the squad at all. There's rumours that he's been playing for a number of weeks with a foot or toe injury. Maybe he's aggravated it, or at the risk of causing further damage, he's not in the side. Giroud relegated to the bench again. Yeah, we got to see Coquelin come back in after serving his suspension. Partner Xhaka, that's a combination I'm very excited to see, and I like to see it blossom. Yeah, Monreal came back into the side for Gibbs. Gabriel retained his space. Our first choice centre back Bellerin, and our first choice keeper, I believe, should be playing all the time. But yeah, we knew we win today. We go top of the league. We put pressure on Chelsea and the likes of City, who are playing tomorrow or later. And in January, you can't afford. January, December, this period, you can't afford to drop points. You have to, when you're not playing well, grind out results. You have to just keep going. If we have aspirations to win the league, it's important to stay with the pack, to not drop off, to carry on this form and carry on this mentality we've been going with. But yeah, first 5 minutes in the first half, I think we lost that. Stoke looked sharper, looked more on top, looked like they wanted it more. Munyesa forced Czech to make a good save. They had a couple of shots. They had a shot from long, a couple of shots from long range. Had a few corners. But yeah, after that, I think in the 8th minute, Alexis was pressing the ball by himself, and that signalled intent, and the rest of the boys seemed to up their gears and get behind it, because we just seemed to go up a level after that. You saw in the 10th minute, I think Mustafi showed why he's here, apart from excellent defending. Great ball playing skills, brought it out from the back, great weight of passing behind, found Theo shot. Unfortunately, it's saved, but it was a good effort. 13th minute, Ozil free kick. Xhaka heads it into a Stoke man and his block, but it signals the intent and signals what we're trying to do. That being said, I don't feel we really settled until the 20th minute. The atmosphere at the Emirates doesn't help. Let's be honest, it is quite flat at times, and that's why there's some quarters saying that we play better away from home. It was quite nervy and quite tense affair for our boys. But yeah, 20th minute, I feel we settled down. We began to see Ozil and Xhaka dictate play. We began to see Alexis, who was isolated that whole first half, was coming deep, pressing, making runs, opening pockets. Theo, who was pretty narrow today, was too narrow in the first half. Him and Ox, I feel were non-existent in the first half, but were too narrow. They were very narrow. You saw them coming off the wings. And yeah, we really looked like we were really starting to play football and we wanted to get into this. Stoke, every time they countered, looked like they were going to score. They like I said, they didn't come here to sit back. They had a goal. They looked positive in the counter. They really looked convinced that they were going to score. And the 23rd minute, Joe Allen, who had a couple chances before, probably had the best of his best opportunity. Arnautovic, good play, laid it. All he had to do is hit the target with and pick a corner. Checks beaten. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for Stoke, that wasn't the case. But yeah, we kept going and we kept going. And I think in the 26th minute or something like that, unfortunately, never a penalty. A penalty goes against Xhaka. He's not even looking. He's deemed to have elbowed Joe Allen. Stoke get a penalty. Charlie Adams, no mistake, slots from the spot. And Stoke deserved the goal, but they got it in an undeserved fashion. But hopefully this would tell our boys to kick it up again, step it up. And it did take us a while to even do that. Like, we were creating chances, but it was all in front of Stoke. Stoke back four held their line great. It was all in front. I feel we were too narrow in this first half, especially our wide men in Theo and Oxlade. It was just to keep making it easier, especially because the way Stoke were pressing us and counter-attacking us, it was leaving a lot of space. This is what made it even more frustrating. But yeah, our goal came 48th minute. 41st minute, sorry. The first time we decided to use some wide play and have some common sense. Alexis into Bellerin, who looks like, since he came off the bench from Mustafi's injury, looks like he hasn't been missing. Excellent weight of pass. Finds Theo with the out. Theo slots it home with the outside of his foot. That's his 100 goals for Arsenal, 50th at the Emirates. Good record for him. And we go into half time at 1-1. At half time now, I'm sure Wenger told these boys, we need to stop being narrow. We need to use the flanks. We need to up the levels a bit. We need to be more proactive and make it really hard for Stoke. We're giving Stoke too much confidence. And that's what you saw from the off. 45th minute, Poor effort from Bellerin, but it signalled the intent. We pressed Stoke, we pressured Stoke. Stokes, don't get me wrong, they still looked impressive every time they counted. Gioff had a few chances. Czech was amazing today. How he's been amazing all season and saved us in a lot of games this season. But like I said, Czech was amazing, forced a lot of good saves. But yeah, just like I said, game kept going on. We looked like we really wanted to get a winner, and it came. Ox, who didn't have the best of games, has been quite quiet today. Lovely ball over the top, waiter pass, finds Ozil. Keeper in no man's land. Ozil headers it over him. 2-1 in front. We deserve that, and it's now this is the most important critical moment in the game at 2-1. If Stoke decide to say they're out of it, we can score again. If they decide to say they're on it, 2-2, it could easily be 2-2. So I felt the next goal was vital. I was even somewhat nervous every time Stoke attacked in the second half, because they looked like they were going to score. Czech had to, like I keep saying, Czech had to make numerous great saves. 71st minute, Crouch comes on, really naive of Arsenal. We didn't pick him up for a corner. He went on to Monreal and he had a very good header, and Czech had to be alert. It could have easily been it could have been different. And a couple other seasons ago, it would have been different, more like. But yeah, like I said, we really needed that third goal to put some breathing room in to cement these 3 points, and we got it shortly after. Wobie, who come off the bench, firing after scoring against Basel, confident, starts his own move. He gives it to Alexis. Alexis turns. Alexis is fouled / loses the ball. Ref gives advantage. Wobie confidently takes it into his stride and delivers a place finish, and it's 3-1 to us. Stoke are out of it now, and yeah, like 3 points are there. It's now, at this point, it just became a case of managing the game out. Don't get me wrong, Stoke still had a lot of chances, and against better opposition, we would have been paid for it. But in conclusion, I'm happy we got the 3 points, because we needed it. It's neck and neck at the Prem at the moment. So we got the 3 points we needed. Happy to see Bellerin back. He looked like he hasn't been missing. I feel we were too narrow today. We need to make use of the flanks more in the future when we play sides that set up like Stoke. I feel Gabriel was great today again. Monreal was good today. Xhaka, apart from the penalty, was another blip. He was very good today. Coquelin was good today, as he has been. He doesn't get the credit because he probably doesn't play as pretty football as fans of Arsenal are accustomed to see. But he played very well. And yeah, it's just a deserved 3 points. They made us work for it. There's a couple things we need to be more switched on, because against better opposition, we will be paid for it. Defensively, I feel we let too many chances go today, and against a better team, we would have paid for it. So yeah, all I can say is it's just on to Everton. I believe we have Everton next. It's just on to the Everton game, and like I said, we're in the thick of it. From now till January, every game is a cup final. We just have to keep going with the same mentality and belief. Well, it's your guy Deluded Gooners. I'm signing out, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go.